Hello and welcome to today's practice. This meditation is a visualization on our personal core values. This meditation focuses on two parts. We are going to first focus on the breath for a few minutes. And once we get more centered, we are going to explore our personal core values. This meditation goes very well with the video that I put out about finding and discovering your personal core values. So I will link that here. Now you don't need to have watched that video to do this meditation, but it will help walk you through how to discern your core values. So this meditation is presuming that you have an idea, a list of your personal core values, and we want to solidify them and visualize us acting in accordance with them. All right. Now that you understand all that, let's get to the breath. So be seated, be comfortable, and close your eyes. Feel the inhale and the exhale of the breath. Feel the speed or the slowness that you are breathing right now. What temperature is the breath as it flows through your nostrils in and through your nostrils or your mouth out? Feel its temperature. By now, you have probably noticed your thoughts. They're pretty much always going to be there, and that's something that we just have to accept. And when you notice that your thoughts, your attention is not on the breath, then just acknowledge that and return to the breath. Those thoughts are completely normal. They are going to be there, always there, and that is completely fine. Just notice, dismiss, and put your attention back on the breath. meditation is not difficult. Just think about a time when you're not consciously thinking about anything in particular, like when you're in the shower, for instance. It's a time when you have nothing else to do but be present with your thoughts and with the feel of the water on your body. It's a moment of presence, and that's meditation. It's when you have thoughts, but you don't get so caught up in them because you're also so into the moment that you're in. You're focused on the breath, you're focused on the water on you, and that's meditation. It doesn't have to be hard. So we've made our way a little bit more into the meditation. How do we feel right now? Just make sure you notice the breath and how it may differ from the beginning of your practice. This is the part where we start getting into our core values. Now I want you to think about what your core values are. Now these can be 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, however many core values that you have, but they should be core to you. They need to be essential to your being. But of course, this meditation will help you to identify if they are essential to you. So let's think about our core values right now. Just bring them up in your mind, whether in a picture, whether in word form. Just conjure up your core values. Make sure you have a feel for each of these core values and what they mean to you. So take a couple more seconds. Okay, you have them in your mind. Now I want you to take one of these values and I want you to play it out in your mind that you are demonstrating this core value. So I'll give you an example. Say that one of your core values is family and spending time with family and valuing family. And maybe you have a lot of different demands from people asking you to do whatever on a weekday or a weekend. It's just happening all the time that you're so busy and you haven't been spending the time that you want with family. So in this example, you may think of an example where one of your friends or colleagues asks you to spend time with them, and you tell them no because you're spending time with your family. It's such a simple example, but we want to make this simple. The real world may not be this simple, but we need to be prepared mentally for what's going to come up and practice how we're going to be when we have the choice to embody the way we want to be. One other example. Say one of your core values is compassion. So maybe you want to visualize someone coming to you for help. Maybe someone has called you twice in the past week, and normally you wouldn't be able to get back to them because, well, work, family, and all of that. But maybe if compassion is your core value, you may imagine yourself dropping the things on your to-do list and not caring if they don't get done, because you want to show compassion for this person in their time of need. You want to consciously choose to do it, because that is who you are, and because being that is essential to your being. So start imagining this. Start with one core value, and only move on when you are satisfied and you feel good about the example you pick. And try to be as detailed as possible. So if you find that it's hard to pick up an image or to conjure up this scene, maybe pick to focus on something in particular, like what you smell, like what you're touching in this scene. Or maybe you want to make the colors in this scene so vibrant in your mind. Think about how you can liven up the scene and make it real to you. And move on to your next core value when you see fit. I'm not going to go one by one necessarily, because some of us may have more and some of us may have less. Yes, I want you to get into this because this is you being the person that you want to be and acting on the values that you hold. So make it as real as you can make it, as if it were happening in real life. Now we've only got a couple minutes left, so let's try to wrap up. Let's try to make sure we get to all our core values, or at least the ones we feel most strongly about. All right. For the last about a minute left, let's try and see how we feel about the fact that we have looked deeply at how we want to be as people. So just sense your mind, sense how you feel about this, about what you've accomplished in your practice today. This is a big deal. Congratulate yourself for completing this practice today. If you're interested to develop your core values even more, or just to make sure they are core to you, then check out the video that I put out about developing your personal core values. I really think you'll enjoy it. Nice job today. I hope your day is as meaningful as you make it to be.